Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that Prime Minister Mark Carney and his ministers have reiterated that members of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, are prohibited from entering Canada, following an incident where Iranian Football Federation President Mehdi Taj, a former IRGC official, was initially granted a temporary resident visa. Taj was subsequently denied entry at a Canadian border point before a FIFA meeting in Vancouver. While Carney invoked privacy legislation for not discussing individual cases, he assured Canadians that IRGC members would not be permitted entry. Opposition MPs, including Michelle Rempel-Garner and Melissa Lantsman, criticized the government's handling, calling for an investigation into how the visa was issued given the IRGC's designation as a terrorist entity in Canada since June 2024. Public Safety Minister Gary Andesangari confirmed that IRGC members are inadmissible. According to Canada Border Services Agency data, only one person has been removed so far among 3 issued deportation orders for IRGC connections, with further investigations underway. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has stated that Iran will participate in the upcoming World Cup games scheduled to be held in the United States this summer. Speaking at the 76th FIFA Congress in Vancouver, Infantino stressed the unifying power of soccer, saying, "We have to bring people together. Football unites the world. FIFA unites the world." He added that in a world facing many divisions, it is crucial to promote positivity and unity through the sport. Iran, currently ranked 21st in FIFA standings, is drawn into Group G alongside Belgium, Egypt, and New Zealand. All 3 of their scheduled matches will be played in U.S. host cities, beginning with a game against New Zealand in Los Angeles on June 15th. The expanded 48-team World Cup will be co-hosted by Canada, the U.S., and Mexico, running from June 11th to July 19th across 16 host cities, including Vancouver and Toronto. This report is from City News Everywhere. Global News reports that Canada is establishing a new financial crimes agency, FCA, to tackle the escalating threats of fraud, scams, and money laundering. This initiative fulfills a 2021 Liberal campaign promise to create a dedicated policing agency. Prime Minister Mark Carney's government has proposed an initial investment of $352.7 million over 5 years, followed by $82.1 million annually, with the FCA reporting to the finance minister. Experts emphasize the critical need for such an agency, pointing to the substantial financial impact of these crimes, including an estimated $40 billion annually from money laundering in British Columbia alone, and over $704 billion lost to fraud in 2025. Steve Baums of the Financial Data and Technology Association of North America noted that financial crime is a global G7 problem, and Canada's FCA is its response. The RCMP has long struggled with resource allocation, diverting personnel from financial crime enforcement to national security and protective policing. Experts like Michael Ecclestone of the AML Shop underscored the challenges of building a new federal law enforcement agency, including staffing, training, and interagency coordination, but hail it as a decisive and long overdue step. Global News reports that Canada's Parliamentary Budget Officer, PBO, Annette Ryan, has criticized the government's recent spring economic update, stating it lacks crucial details on spending targets and anticipated results. Appearing before the House of Commons Government Operations Committee, Ryan noted the update provided some metrics on progress, but offered few mentions of specific objectives or potential risks. She specifically highlighted the newly introduced Canada Strong Fund as an example of an undefined priority that would benefit from greater accountability and clearer planning. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne tabled the mid-year fiscal update, which includes $54.5 billion in new costs since Budget 225. Prime Minister Mark Carney unveiled the Canada Strong Fund aimed at nation-building projects, though details were scarce. Despite this, the Liberals estimate the previous year's federal deficit at $66.9 billion, lower than forecast. However, Ryan's office projects federal debt per Canadian will increase from $33,592 this year to $38,295 in 5 years. The PBO plans to publish further documents and consult parliamentarians next week to improve government accountability. Trains on 2 TTC subway lines experienced a complete halt due to a failure in a recent software update. TTC EEO Mandeep Lally referred to the issue as Gremlins within the system, which caused significant disruptions for commuters. The exact nature of the software malfunction and the duration of the stoppage were not immediately detailed, but the incident highlights the vulnerabilities of complex transit systems to technical glitches. Service has since been restored, but the failure led to widespread delays and inconvenience for riders. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.